Hey, it's me again, Yepetos. So, I know y'all have waited for a painfully long time for this shit, but here it is, Sword Talk Episode 2, featuring Grandmaster Calypso,
Thank you.
my longsword instructor for about like 7 months now?
Something like that, yeah.
7 months now, and my god cousin.
Yes.
So, today we are going to touch down on various topics. Topics. Myths, more correctly.
And debunking the shit out of them.
That. Alright, so, myths. Which one do you want to start off on?
Progress from more stupid to more, like, sensible myths?
Sounds good to me.
Alright.
So, first of all, spins.
Oh, God.
Don't fucking do spins in the middle of a fight.
Don't. Your hair is gonna get cut. Best case scenario, your fabulous hair that you took all this time growing out is gonna get cut off.
Was it the worst fucking thing I've done all day? Alright.
The hair. Save the hair. More importantly, though, save your arms, save your back, save your head, save your life. Save your life. Please, for the love of God, just save your fucking life and don't start twirling in the middle of battle.
Do not.
Simple.
If you do, here's what's gonna fucking happen. So, let's say...
Am I stupid McGee?
You can be stupid McGee if you want.
I'll be stupid McGee.
Alright, check this shit. So, let's say we're about to fight and shit, and you're just like, oh, hey, let me do some spin.
Good sir, I wish to duel you.
I accept.
Alright. Always salute your partner.
Alright, so.
Yeah!
What I did was not even a real cut, and it still fucking worked.
I'm chopped in a quarter.
Yes.
Or chopped in half.
Actually, let's show with the real cut, because no matter what you think, I am about halfway to qualified. So.
Just like that, my head has been cleanly chopped.
And,
I will not be returning home to my family for dinner.
also fresh haircut.
Ooh.
It's free.
It's free, but my hair is now ruined.
Fuck, you're right.
It's okay.
That's
you
not
know
gonna
what?
look good at the funeral.
It's okay. I have a good mortician. So.
You're right.
My mortician can deal with that bit. But I don't know how my family's gonna fare.
Not great.
So moral of the story: don't fucking spin.
Do not.
You're not a Beyblade. You're a human being.
That sounds fun, actually. Whatever.
Don't Beyblade.
Not in a sword fight.
Not in a sword fight, at least.
No.
If you want to spin, go do dancing.
All right. So next myth. So we said we were going from
stupidest to most reasonable.
Yeah. So what do you want to do?
I'd say the next stupid one would probably be reverse grip. The grip to end all grips.
Oh my fucking god.
It's the longsword equivalent of a katana being able to cut through space and time.
Yeah.
I would say, at least. It's too overused. Like the spins in Hollywood, they also use too much reverse gripping.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't gonna do shit for you.
No, absolutely. Do not fucking use reverse grip, bro. Like, there's literally no techniques that you can do from reverse grip that cannot be countered by someone using a longsword like a sane fucking human being.
Yes, exactly. We can actually prove it.
Let's do it. So let's say I'm gonna be.
You're gonna be stupid McGee this time.
Yeah. Let's say I'm like, oh yeah, I'm so cool and edgy, and oh man.
I'm gonna do the most basic ass cut that there is in this system.
And I'm gonna try my absolute hardest to counter it.
Prepare to die.
You saw that shit? No, you didn't. But that shit, like, I felt that hit my hair. If I had not dodged, that would have hit my face.
Save your fucking hair! How many times am I gonna have to say it? Save your fucking hair.
Exactly. You want a haircut? Go to a barber, not a fucking duel.
Don't spin. You will lose hair spinning, and you will lose your arm. Don't reverse grip. You will lose hair spinning, and you will lose your arm. We just saw it.
Exactly. And Oh yeah. Also, as I was holding it like this, like a fucking moron, sure, it hit the blade. Yeah, it also hit my fucking arm.
It's
At
not
that.
a parry if I eventually do hit you.
Exactly. Like, there's fucking nothing you can. The only thing that reverse grip is good at doing is being like running, because like if you're running like this, it's a lot easier to manage than like running like this. All right.
So I guess in the end it does have a use. It's not completely useless.
It basically.
In a fight, it definitely is.
Yeah. All right. So what's next?
So next, we did spinning the reverse grips. What's the next one? I'd say now it's all around the same area.
You're right.
So you're the host. You can pick.
Ah, shit. All right. The sharpness of a sword.
Yes.
So, as we stated in the previous video, which if you haven't watched, go watch that,
Please do.
or I will find you. Anyways, as we stated in our previous video, a sword is not a fucking club. It is sharp. It is not going to like. It's
not a bludgeoning weapon. It will cut you, or it will stab you.
Yeah. Don't expect it to like crush armor and no, it's gonna fucking cut.
Yes.
Oh, also, that's what we should do later. Armor.
Well, we can address it now.
Okay, armor fucking does something. The reason why I'm so fucking passionate about this is because fucking Hollywood makes everybody think otherwise. Armor is not fucking useless. If you're going up against the dude in full plate armor and you have no armor, your chances are winning are like 3 fucking %. I don't know.
It's about as slim as the hair that got cut off when he did his reverse grip parry against me.
Yeah.
That's how slim the chances are.
Don't underestimate armor. Do not.
Full plate especially not.
Oh my god. Dude, try to cut through like sheet metal with a knife and you'll see what I fucking mean.
It's a lot better than sheet metal. So
yeah.
You can barely cut through sheet metal with a knife. So
barely, you can't fucking cut through sheet metal with a knife. And you can if you try hard enough, if you believe in yourself and you have the power of friendship. But it's not fucking happening with sheet metal. Plate armor.
Plate armor.
Yeah. Anyways, so back to the sharpness. It's not a fucking blunt piece of shit, but it's also not the other end of a spectrum. It's not a fucking
lightsaber.
It's not a lightsaber. You can't just like, oh fuck, my arm's gone.
Going back to the armor bit, you're not gonna just
like.
Oh, that's it. Through the armor. That's it. No
That's
coming
not
back.
How it fucking works. That is not how it works. How it does work is it depends who owns the sword. If you sharpen your sword like a sane fucking person would, then yeah, it's gonna be sharp. If you don't, and you just carry it everywhere and just, I don't know, cut random shit with it and never sharpen it, yeah, it's not gonna end up well.
No.
But if you over sharpen it, because yes, that is a thing, it also is going to become pretty fucking like
brittle.
Yeah, brittle and flimsy and bullshit.
Chips will happen a lot then. A lot of chips will occur, and you don't want chips in your beautiful sword.
Exactly.
We treat these swords very well.
You treat these swords very well by hitting one another with them.
Exactly.
That's what they're made for. Anyways, so alright. So, next myth. Which one do you want to do?
I'd say next in the tier list of from dumb to least dumb would probably be duels.
Yes. Oh boy. Alright, so duels are widely, I would say known, but it's not known because it's a fucking myth, are widely believed to be very, first of all, long. Like, they take a lot of time. People are like, oh, super epic sword clashes and shit. No.
Very, very wrong. Once the swords clash, couple seconds.
And then
someone's dead. Someone's dead, someone's bleeding, someone, just doesn't want to be there anymore.
It's Jover. That's it. So, for example, let me not be a fucking idiot. challenge you to a duel.
Under what circumstances?
Cause fuck you.
Okay.
Alright, so now that the duel has been initiated, let's say like we go into a bind. So how this could go in like a number of different ways, but since I'm the one wearing the helmet, I'm the one that's gonna die. So just do something. Yeah.
He regrets saying fuck you to me now. Well, he's dead. His family's gonna regret it. Ah! Karma's a bitch.
Fuck. Anyways, so yeah, you would most likely end the duel in a couple of seconds. Don't expect it to be like
long, like minutes long with epic sword. Oh, with the sword, the sparks flying off of the sword.
Oh yeah, like you're not gonna be going like that.
Like
that's I mean, if you're unexperienced, you might be, or if you're extremely experienced. Let's not get into that, because like let's say we're just like we're trying to like win over the binds. So we're gonna be like woo woo all this wacky shit, but
not here for 5 minutes.
No. Something's gonna happen. Someone's gonna die, or the bind's gonna get broken. Like, give me a schnappen.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, I'm dead. All right, so that's it for the duels. Next up, what do we have?
Long point.
Long point. This is gonna be the last myth for today. So long point is it's not technically a stance, but it's some kind of technique. You use it for various things, but not everything. That's the myth that if you stand at long point, you're fucking invincible. You are not fucking invincible. This is long point. There are plenty of things you can do from here, and there are plenty of things that your opponent can do from here, so don't be a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Another thing with long point that a lot of beginners tend to do is they tend to like do shit like this, just lean back. That's not gonna help you in any way.
You're not in the wind tunnel.
No.
Please don't pretend you're in the wind tunnel while being in long point.
You will fucking die.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The counter to this is actually a very basic cut, one of the first 5 that you learn.
The 5 Meisterhouse.
Transition, perhaps.
Later. So, long point, let's give an example. If I'm gonna be a fucking idiot here, stupid McGee, and standing at long point, and I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, no, nothing bad can ever happen to me, because, you know, fucking long point, I'm the man, you know, yeah. So,
Wait, stupid McGee.
We meet again. Anyways, so. Yeah. My hands are gone. I'm kind of fucked. Probably on the floor in pain and bleeding out. Don't rely on long point. I mean, do in the right circumstances, but don't rely on it for everything. It does.
No. Nothing, no one stance should be like, this is my be-all end-all stance.
Oh no. There is no jack of all trades in
No.
the longsword. Except for the longsword itself. Woo! But still. Alright, so now on to, in my opinion, the funnest part of the video. Techniques. By techniques, I mean the basic stances, aka liars, which is the correct name for them, but let's not get into that right now. And the 5 basic cuts, which is
practically everything you need to know about longsword as a complete beginner, I would say.
I wouldn't say everything, but
as a complete beginner, I would say this is a good starting point.
it's a good start for sure. Anyways, so first of all, the liars.
Yes.
So first up is Vomtog.
Which is literally just what we've been doing the whole time.
This. You hold your sword like up. Mine's literally hitting the ceiling. I can't do it correctly. I have to do it more like this. Cross guard to ear, basically. Elbows not out because that's a target. Elbows tucked in.
No chicken wings.
None of that bullshit. And yes, this is Vomtog, which translates to
From the day.
from the day. Yes.
Vom is from and dog is the day.
Yes. Next up, Ox.
The other
Which is
bird.
The coolest
The
one. in my
cool one.
opinion.
Now, okay, yeah, from the front doesn't look cool, but from the side you get the cool, you know.
Yeah, you get the cool effect thingy.
Yes.
So, Ox is. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily like specialized for some. Actually, it is kind of specialized for this Varric, no? That's what I
It's debatable. I
Debatable.
wouldn't say any of these guards are specialized for like one specific thing, but
Except for one, but yes.
yeah, but one, well, yes, one, yeah, kind of. But I would say there are some techniques that would be easier from one guard as opposed to another.
Yeah. So, Ox translates to, well,
Ox.
like the animal.
Yep.
It's it looks cool. If you want to impress somebody at a party, do it. Anyways, next up, Flug.
Which is, well, we had an ox, and Flug is just ox on, but bottom.
Yeah, this is Flug. It's yeah.
Flug is the plow, the translation.
It's a really cool stance in my opinion. I use
Yes.
it a lot. 'Cause-
Very good defensive stance.
yes. Next up, yes, Albert.
Oh, this is gonna be a joy.
Albert, you literally just point your fucking sword towards the floor, the tip like just hovering above it.
Now, yeah, it might seem stupid.
It's, well, the translation,
Is literally the fool.
yeah. Because it's just like, oh, either a fool would use this stance or only a fool would fall for this stance because generally the most you could do is an Unterhau, which is like undercut, which, by the way, there's Oberhau, which is like cut from like above.
And then Unterhau is just the cut from below.
Below, yeah. Very important distinction. Anyways,
That wraps up the liars.
ooh, one more thing about Albert. If you see a beginner do it, be not afraid. If you see a pro do it, be very fucking afraid.
Run, run. Use your reverse grip for the good purpose and start running.
Just get the fuck out of there. Alright, so that's it for the liars. Now for the cuts.
Yes. Okay.
Alright, you know what? Let me get the helmet so we can show the intended target. So, there are 5 basic cuts known as the Meisterhau. These
The-
cuts,
The master cuts. Translation.
yeah. Most of them aim for the neck here and here. That's where most of your target's going to be in Longsword. Just the soft, squishy parts of your neck because,
Nice juicy target.
yeah, exactly.
Also, we can get rid of some hair strands that way.
God, you're not fucking cutting my hair. Anyways,
No promises. Okay, fine. No hair cutting. No hair cutting.
alright. So, first of all, we have Zornhau,
The wrath cut, or in manuals, they like calling it the angry peasant cut because it's a cut only an angry peasant would use.
which is insanely false, by the way, but just throw me a Zornhau and hit me. That's a Zornhau. It's, yeah,
It's just an Oberhau, really.
pretty much. Yeah, it's pretty
It's
basic.
the most,
so
yeah,
that's
it's the
about it.
most simplest cut of
Yeah.
all of them.
Next up, we have the.
Well, we went from Blomtalk to the Ox, so I guess you could go from Zornhau to Sver.
Okay, Sverikau, one of my favorite cuts, but it's also not that easy to pull off.
No.
So, go ahead.
Well, it ended up above his head, but it did hit in the
Yeah. I think if I weren't wearing this and that were a real sword, my brains would be on the floor right now, and that's what matters. So, yeah, that's meant to hit more of the head than the neck, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Helicopter Blade of Doom.
That's if you do alternating Zveriks, which
True. Yes.
that we call the helicopter. Why? It's fucking funny. So, the Zverik. What does the Zverik translate to again?
Zverik translates to the
Squinting cut.
It's the
no?
squinting cut. Yes.
I don't know what the fuck they call it that, but that's what it's called. So, next up, Krumpau.
Crown which you've already seen us use before, but you know,
Long point.
go into a long point.
There's another thing you could do with the Krumpau. So just show that, you know, the inner cut.
Right. Okay.
Alright.
So instead of hitting his hands like they did last time,
You could do this,
you could hit the sword first,
so I can't use it.
and then just
Yeah.
whack him with the other end. This is a dual-edged weapon. Use it.
Yeah, exactly. Use the fucking sword the way it's meant to be used. Anyways, what does the Krumpau translate?
The Krumpau translates to the crooked cut,
Yes, the crooked cut.
which makes sense considering your sword is literally at a 90-degree angle.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the Krumpau.
It's the Krumpau. Next up, Scheitelhau.
Scheitelhau. So this cut has two variants, upper and lower.
No, that's Schielhau.
Oh, right, I thought you said Scheitelhau.
No, Scheitelhau. There's a reason why I'm saving Schielhau for last. So,
Okay.
Scheitelhau. This one I call the melon buster because it busts your fucking melon.
It's also called the parting cut, so it's,
That's the translation.
yeah, so it's fitting.
Alright, so just give me a Scheitelhau. Lobotomy.
Free lobotomy.
Yeah, no, that's gonna give me a headache tomorrow. Alright, so that's it for the Scheitelhau.
Next up, oh, last but not least,
We have the Schielhau. The Schielhau is the one with the two variants, the cool one and the cool one.
both
there's-
very useful.
Yes, there's an upper and a lower variant. Both are defensive and Yeah.
Require a good reaction time, I would say, on the person throwing the cut.
true. What does Schielhau translate to?
Schielhau is the thwarting cut, which makes sense because you're thwarting your opponent's cut with both of those variants.
Fun.
Cut? No.
Huh?
I
Oh.
say no to that cut. Sad you haven't done noises.
Alright. So, for the Schielhau, you want me to throw you a cut and then you perform it from there?
Sure, let's start with upper.
Alright, upper Schielhau. Is this. It's cool. So, I'm gonna just. Like, that's one.
That's one part, and then
And
the
then
second
step
part
two.
is whacking.
Ouch. Yeah, it's a pretty basic two-step cut. However, if it's in a real fight, you kind of got to do it in like fluid motion.
Yeah, very.
But this is for instruction, so who cares? Then we have the lower Schielhau.
Yes, which is the only cut that should probably be demonstrated from Flug.
Alright, so let's say I throw you a Zornhau. Yeah, that's a problem.
It ends around the same.
Yeah.
It's just where you start, really.
The premise is very similar, and yeah, it's cool. Anyways, so
That about does it.
Yeah, that's about it for episode 2 of Sword Talk. Yeah, so big thank you to Calypso.
Thank you for having me.
And yeah, so if you like the video, hit like, subscribe, all that shit. I'm not gonna nag you, but you know, do it or else. And yeah, catch you on the other side.